Hello and welcome to the best mods for Xbox PC, where we will be looking at some of the best mods to check out each and every single day, or at least that's the aim. There'll be something here for everyone, definitely worth checking out. Use the chapters where you need them. If you do get anything out of this, consider liking, subscribing. It goes a really long way. Appreciate your time. Let's get into it. Every now and then we get gifted mind-blowing, game-changing mods from one of the legendary mod creators, King Gath, who has created some of the most awe-inspiring mods for Fallout and various other Bethesda titles. And after spending about 6 or 7 hours just testing this mod, I can say with confidence this is going to be added to pretty much everyone's list over time. This will be a staple as it's seamlessly integrated and it builds on and expands to such a huge degree of another mod called Legendary Modular Recycler. However, this mod takes it to a whole new universe. This mod is called McClarence Outfitters Legendary Customization. This very reasonably priced mod of 300 credits will be stealing your wallet and charging your credit card, and this time it is not your partner. Not only do we get this incredible armor in a multitude of various skins, with probably one of the coolest jetpacks that I've seen, with all the effects and everything lined up beautifully, body morphed, you name it, it has it. We get to go on a journey. You can think of this mod as if it's just one huge mission, but unlike many of the other missions, this has so many cool gameplay mechanics attached to it. So let's dive in. The mod starts off in Jamison and you'll notice a new store right near the spaceport. You'll be able to see it. It is McClarence Outfitters. Here we're going to find a store attended by 2 robots, primarily this robot here who will be sorting out all the things related to spacesuits, and then this little guy who will be sorting out all things related to weapons. The mod will initially take you on a few little missions to get the shop up and running. After completing a few little missions and helping building the store build its presence within Starfield, you will be very early on gifted one of these amazing spacesuits, and as you continue, more functionality is added. But the main core functionality is centered around being able to swap in and out of modifications. The point of this mod is to try collect every single legendary perk that you can find on your weapons, helmet, spacesuit, jetpack. And once you've completed enough cycles of extract, install, and duplicate, you'll have the complete functionality where we can go into our inventory, extract any of the perks from any item in order to build a mod library where we can then, at will, call on those mods that we've extracted and apply it to any weapon, spacesuit, helmet, jetpack where applicable. So that's the main intent, using all the loot you've collected, extracting the mods from them, so then you can build your own legendary gear to your very specific needs and desires. We would do this by going into the menu, going and selecting the various different armors we want to have the mods extracted from, keeping in mind that we can only extract 1 perk at a time from each armor weapon. Once we've done that, we can exit out. Then we'll be nicely prompted about which perk do we want to extract. Now, depending how many perks are on the item, you'll either have a choice of 3, 2, or 1. Here we can go, we want to extract the Beast Hunter. And since we've selected multiple items, we're going to go through each individual item and select 1 modification to extract from that spacesuit. And this continues on until we've gone through everything that we've selected. Keep in mind that this particular robot will only handle spacesuits. Now, the cool thing is when you've got further enough into the mod, we will be able to use Astra to not destroy the gear, because up until that point, you will have to break and destroy your spacesuits where they are deleted from your inventory and only extract 1 modification, which I think is kind of cool because it gives so much more meaning to looting. However, as we progress, we do have the option to pay Astra to keep all the gear and just extract the mod, as well as always having the option to just exit whenever you need to and not complete the process. Here, we're just going to pay the Astra. Then there'll be this nice little black screen with some nice noises indicating that the work has been done, and we'll get the items back since we paid Astra, and all those mods will now be ready to be installed. So if we want to install mods, very similar process. You can see here I've collected a ton of different mods to install. But what am I installing it on? The mod uses a very clever system of placing items on these racks, helmet, backpack, and your spacesuit, as well as you do have your weapon racks as well. They will come later in the mod, but the same thing and functionality applies exactly to your weapons. But here I have got my suit. So now with this here, I can go and install mods. And do note as you go along, the more you extract and install mods, that is the means of getting the new legendary perks. You'll be gifted an item with these new perks on there. And then the intention is to extract those new perks from the items that the shop owner gives you. For example, all these blue gear that we've been given will contain a mod that we want to extract. So make sure you do. However, these mods may be populated throughout the world. I just haven't come across them on weapons yet. So the only way I know how to use them is to strip the items that we're given from the shop and then install them onto our various weapons and spacesuits. But going back to installing mods, we just need to click install. We've got our spacesuit over there. Now we can go into the menu and here we can select all the various different perks that we would want. So let's just go universal. But since we already have 3 mods on this spacesuit, we're going to need to replace one. However, if we didn't, we'd be able to install up to 3 perks, making the gear legendary, rare, or uncommon, depending how many perks we want. But basically, we can completely customize our spacesuit at any time, adding any 3 perks, including the new perks that we get with this mod. We also get the option to duplicate items. We can duplicate all our equipment, but when we do duplicate, we will get the exact copy. However, all the perks and mods will be stripped. So you're basically duplicating the item in its essence, and then you will have to go and pay to install all the various perks that you'd like on that particular item. There's also a good way to keep track of your inventory of all the mods that you've collected is just going into the modification database. And basically where you're playing the Pokemon of modifications, collecting all various loot to try get every single mod in the database for all weapons, helmet, spacesuit, and jetpack, so that we can completely customize all the various weapons and things we want whenever we want. It's important to know that the gateway for this mod in progressing, if you want to do it very quickly, we basically just need to keep extracting mods from our armor. Keep in mind, once you get up to the point where you can use Astra, you can just keep extracting the same mods over and over again. There might be a 5 to 10 mods per progression of the mod, just something to keep in mind. However, I suggest just playing with it naturally, as this will take quite an extensive time and period to fully get the full benefits of this mod. The last thing this mod will do is it will give you a mission to create 3 other stores within the Starfield universe, giving you really quick, easy access across the universe. Very cool mod. Let's keep moving. Here we have the Turrets Redone by Crossbow. This mod gives a fresh visual upgrade to 5 automated turrets. Turret models include the ballistic tripod, the laser tripod, laser tower, small ceiling and big ceiling mounted turrets. The visual improvements distinguish the turrets from vanilla models, helping to visually diversify the encounters with these automated enemies within the game, as well as the ones we build at our outpost and ship. It also has updated laser projectile visuals for the laser turret, which adds intensity to the combat visuals. All the turrets come with the new sound and adds a lot more realism to the whole new experience with this turret mod. The turrets are inspired by Star Wars, but regardless, they look incredible and I really like the new look. So very much a reskin mod. I don't believe any of the damage has been changed, but the sound, appearance, functionality looks absolutely terrific. A really cool new way to get a fresh look at your turrets. Here we have Inquisitor's Vehicle Expanded mod. This brings 21 standalone, color customizable vehicles, which really do enhance the gameplay variety and personalization. The 21 unique standalone vehicles expand the vehicle options with designs that cater to different playstyles and combat needs. Each vehicle offering a distinct weapon and mobility setting, allowing players to choose between a faster, more agile vehicle or a slower, heavier armed option. All the vehicles can be recolored, swapped and modified in a similar fashion to your ship customization, adding a visual variety and a personal flair to your gameplay. What's nice about this mod is there's also a new perk called Vehicle Specialist to balance vehicle weapon effectiveness that enhances the vehicle's weapon damage up to 500%. The damage boost accommodates a varying difficulties, especially extreme difficulty where baseline vehicle stats may be completely underwhelming. When it comes to the vehicle types in combat, we have specialized weaponry. Vehicles like the Varun Assaulter and the Special Forces Grenadier, which in this case brings out an interesting new dynamic of being able to throw out actual grenades from your vehicle. So that's a pretty cool way to mix it up. Then you have your area of effect crowd control options like the Ultra Laser vehicle. The Ultra Laser vehicle having a very strong, fast firing Tesla laser that will electrify your enemy, making it harder for them to move around, also dealing a lot of damage with your perk upgraded. Then you have your close and long range combat vehicles. We have the Special Force Sniper vehicle and the Special Force Close Combat vehicle. Close combat vehicle offering a powerful but slow attack, suitable for both ranged and close quarters focused strategies. Then you have some more utility focused vehicles. Say for instance, if you want to get around very quickly, keep in mind this will have a performance effect. You could opt in for the super fast vehicle, and this thing really does just fly. By far the fastest vehicle I've ever seen in the game. but do keep in mind it will hit your performance depending what mods you have. There are so many cool vehicles in this vehicle pack, and it really does cover every kind of scenario, and it's a cool different approach to some of the other mods where you would be able to have multiple and different weapons. This one giving you a very simplified, streamlined option of just choosing different vehicles. Highly recommend giving this one a go. There are so many different vehicles. You will find a lot of fun playing around with the various vehicles. Very good vehicle mod. Let's keep moving. I don't know about you, but I don't think I've ever seen a mod that adds so many individual habs. Here we have the Stroud Premium Edition by Vince 134, which introduces over 10 Shroud-inspired ship modules that blend functionality with immersion, role-playing elements, offering a refined onboard experience in Starfield. When it comes to the core features and custom modules, the ship-centric role-playing modules, or SPE, enrich role-playing aboard your ship by offering specialized spaces for different crew members. This attention to character immersion suits players looking to build a ship feels like a true home. There's also the function-driven customization. Each module has a specific function, such as quarters for elite crew member, the ship doctor, or even a designated space for Cora, which I hope we can just lock her in there forever. Only kidding. These modules align with typical Stroud aesthetics while expanding functional layout options in meaningful ways. When it comes down to the breakdown of modules, we have a 1x module, crew-specific rooms, dedicated spaces for Cora, the ship doctor, elite crew members, with multiple orientations to integrate seamlessly into different layouts. We also have the companionway. This utility-focused space adds more pathways and connection points, adding in customization design. Then we have the 2x1 modules, like the captain's quarters, a luxurious captain space with new layouts, available in fore and aft orientations for varied access and arrangement. We also have the infirmary, ensuring crew's health with a fully equipped infirmary, compatible with other mods, like that brilliant infirmary one, where you can have a doctor heal you, forgot what it's called. We also have the hydroponic hab, provides fresh food aboard, adding a practical element to survival and role-playing focused gameplay. We have the crew quarters, expanded sleeping arrangement for larger crews, also an armory included, essential for storing weapons and spacesuits, bringing in the strategical elements of managing gear. Then we have the 2x2s, living quarters A and B, two distinct living quarters that cater to different styles, from a more modern to family-oriented atmosphere, enhancing players' choice. There's the living space, a Stroud branded alternative to the Nova module for those who prefer a thematic consistency. We have the engineering and hangar, designed to carry a vehicle and provide engineering support. Then we have the classic battle station, designed as a planning and control center for strategic encounters, enriching combat-focused gameplay. This mod is perfect for players seeking to build a more immersive and practical ship. The Stroud Premium mod is an exceptional addition. It provides a themed module that fits seamlessly into the Stroud aesthetics while improving utility and role-playing depth on board. This mod suits players who want their ship to feel like a functioning home, with each module contributing to a narrative and gameplay. The mod should be fully compatible with Place Your Doors yourself and other shipbuilding mods. Although not required, Place Your Door yourself is recommended for best results in organizing doors and access points, particularly noting for all your 1x1 amazing beautiful habs, you will need to configure it in a way that it's connecting on the right hand side, this entry here, as they all seem like the door will be just here, or otherwise connecting them via the top is another great option. Some of the known bugs and workarounds: there's some minor vanishing textures issue notable with pool tables and plants have been noted. A simple game restart resolves these occurrences, usually triggered by load order changes or the mod updates. But looking at these modules, this is such a mind-blowing, glorious, free hab mod. I really like this. All these habs are just beautiful, very functional. A lot of intent and thought went into these. By far, my most favorite are the hydroponic habs. Being able to harvest food on your ship is just such an incredibly cool idea. This could be a mod fleshed out in itself, where you find and collect plants and then grow them on your ship. This is unreal. It's giving you a bunch of different nutrients, which from my understanding will replenish. It'd be unreal to have, say, your companions come in here and muck around. But overall, you just get so much with this mod. I cannot recommend it enough. Brilliant free hab mod, covering all the bases. Fantastic. Let's keep moving. Here we have the Stone Dynamics EBR M14 mod by Ziggy113. Bringing in 2 new weapons, expanding the game's armory with a classic yet modifiable weapon. Noting that the M4 comes with these glorious skins we'll come to very soon, as well as a ton of customizations. When it comes to upgrading the EBR M14, we have the glorious BS laser, which just sits on the side of the weapon there, adding a lot of extra character. For the optics, you will have a superb red dot sight, as well as the brutal scope for long distance targeting. When it comes to the muzzle components, we have suppressor or muzzle brake. When it comes to the grip and stock, we have a tactical and an ergonomic stock, both offering very distinct visual differences and support. Ergo stock adding a little bit extra accuracy, tactical adding less mass. When it comes to magazines, we have all the usual suspects. When it comes to internal, we have fully automatic, high powered and high velocity, noting that full automatic will avoid the warranty, use at your own risk. This mod is so brilliant it even comes with skins. We have a desert tan, a havoc red, honey badger, neon city blue, which looks superb. When it comes to modifying the BSD sniper, we just have some very simple options. We have a suppressor or a muzzle brake. For the skins, no skins yet, but perhaps in the future they'll come. You'll be able to purchase it at the Trade Authority in Aquila City. In the back room, talking to Salazar, which is a new NPC introduced for this mod. A fully voiced NPC as well. When it comes to the weapons performance, they are fast firing, very reasonably accurate depending on your perks. Particularly when you have the drum magazine, you can put so many bullets down range quite fast. Also noting that the automatic is very deadly but hard to control. Both weapons feeling quite similar, noting that the sniper rifle does have a lot more shake, however it does return quite nicely till its original mark, making these weapons both very potent and effective. This is a really brilliant custom weapon mod. The good thing is this weapon, the really nice touch is that this weapon comes in a few different varieties. You have 3 legendary variants and all nicely purchasable from Salazar. The lore integration with this is that the mod includes a background to the BSD, a fictitious United Colonies subsidiary specializing in advanced weaponry and ethically ambiguous bio research. This adds a nice immersion, story-driven angle to these weapons, appealing to a lore enthusiast and enhancing the BSD role within the gaming world. There is a nice dark undertone, as BSD is rumored to be bioengineering certain hybrid weapons, providing a shadowy depth to some of the weapon origins. This is a superb free weapon mod. The weapons look so gloriously well textured and detailed, good customization options. They may not add any crazy sci-fi elements to it, but fit very nicely into the Starfield world. Fantastic mod, let's keep moving. This next mod is a nice simple one. It's called the Legendary Vendors mod by Sushi Squid. Enhances the shopping experience in Starfield by allowing vendors to sell legendary gear, making credits more valuable and encouraging frequent vendor visits. The mod will expand all the vendor stocks with a nice chance to sell rare, epics and legendary items, making shops a viable source for high quality gear. This change addresses a common issue where players often bypass vendors in favor of lootable items. There's also specialized based legendary gear. Shops that focus on specific gear types like weapons or armor have an increased likelihood of carrying legendary items relevant to their stock. This specialization adds depth, encouraging players to explore different shops across various planets. Another thing to note is that the Emporium will now regularly carry legendary items per shop refresh, making it a hotspot for players hunting down top tier equipment. Do note there is a free version of this mod, as this one is currently paid, costing 100 credits. The other free version is called Legendary Items in Vendor. I haven't tested this, however, the paid version of Legendary Vendor has proved to be a very nice and easy way to get legendaries much easier and quicker, ensuring that you have to go to specific stores to find the relative legendaries within each category. Could be a nice easy option depending where you're up to in the game, gifting powerful options to weapon if you have the coin. Interesting mod, let's keep moving.